Moses? Where would Timothy be without Paul? Where would the disciples be without Jesus? Here we were trying to do a mighty work without direction, without a spiritual leader. Churches are many, pastors were few. So what does that mean? It means that finding a church home became secondary, finding a pastor became primary. You look kind of puzzled. Allow me to explain. You see, finding the right pastor, P-A-S-T-O-R, that God has assigned to us, means that we will automatically be in the right P-A-S-T-U-R-E, which means the right church. Do I need to say that again? Finding the right pastor that God has assigned to us means that we will automatically be in the right pastor, P-A-S-T-U-R-E, the right church that God has designed for us. This is what I can simply say. This is just simple math, y'all. Right pastor equals right church. No fractions, no subtractions, no divisions needed. Only simple math. Right pastor equals right church. So I'm glad today that we are not only members of the right church, the pastor, P-A-S-T-U-R-E, Pleasant Green Baptist Church, but we also have the right pastor, Pastor James Gatewood. You got my point? A pastor that truly cares about our well-being, someone whose agenda was not position, whose aim was not prosperity, whose ambition was not popularity. What are you saying, Preacher Benton? Well, here comes the bow and the knot. Let me tie all of this together for you. You see, some years ago, there was a pastor vacancy at Pleasant Green Baptist Church in Sulphur, Louisiana. And any old preacher wouldn't do. You see, some years ago, God said, I got a pastor position vacant, and I need somebody that is just right for the job. I need to let somebody know that putting in an application for this particular position is fine. Go ahead, submit your resume, but God says, no matter how many resumes or applications you get, I'm still in ultimate control, and I have already decided I got somebody that is just right for the job. Get my point? And to the search committee, whoever you are, it's okay to go ahead and look for somebody in Lake Charles. Go ahead and search for a qualified candidate throughout the state of Louisiana. Go ahead, cast your nets. But search is going to come to be empty. You know why? Well, this is why. Because some 60 some odd years ago, God said, I got somebody that is just right for the job. Somebody that I birthed and brought into the world in the 1950s. I ain't giving nothing away here. In the 1950s, okay? This little baby boy is just right for the job. He does not know it yet because he is still an infant. But some years later, I'm going to call him to Sulphur, Louisiana, so that he can start preparing himself to fulfill my purpose there. You see, he does not realize it yet, but some years before he comes to Sulphur, I'm going to call him up north to fill one of my key pastors' vacancies in Kinder for a while. The search committee thought that they had called him to Sulphur, but God said, I already called him when he formed him in Mother Gatewood's womb 9 months prior to his birth. Truth of the matter is, that before there was a telephone, God had already called Pastor Gatewood. Before there was a search committee, God had already shaped him and equipped him. Before there was even a vacancy, God had already installed him here at Pleasant Green Baptist Church. God said, I got a man that is just right for the job. Somebody like Timothy, who is willing to serve even if you don't call his name. Somebody like Timothy, who was from another city, from another state. Yes, even from this country, that is just right for the job. Somebody that is not doing it for a pat on the back. Somebody that's not doing it for themselves. Somebody that is not doing it for his own glory. Somebody that is not going to fall in his own pocket. But somebody who's doing it to the glory of Jesus Christ. Pastor Gatewood, we thank you that God has sent you here to Pleasant Green Baptist Church. Thank you for your humility. Thank you for your meekness. Thank you for standing on the wall and for watching out for our souls. For you are truly just right for the job. May God bless you and keep you. May he lift up his countenance upon you and give you peace. You are just right for the job. Amen.